Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
My friend, have you ever felt like there was something you couldn't escape? Like you were scarred or marked, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually scarred by something in your past? It could either be something you did or something that was done to you. Have you ever felt that there was some flaw about you that you just couldn't seem to fix? That no matter how hard you tried to get past it, you tried to escape it, it kept running after you? Have you ever had pain or guilt or shame about the past? My friend, if you have, I want you to know this. You are not alone, my friend. You are not alone. Nobody gets away scot-free. Nobody gets away scratch-free. Nobody gets away. We each live with ourselves every day. But one of the greatest things that you can give to you is self-love and self-compassion. There is no escaping who we are, but there is a way to cope. There is a way to reframe the things that have happened in our life, whether they have happened to us or by us. You can forgive yourself. Know that you are a work in progress, and you are also a masterpiece. I learned this from Ralph Smart. Listening to people and also reading stories of people who have accomplished so much against all odds, even though their past was marred by decisions and indecision. Moments in time. But were these moments there to teach us something? Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? We can reframe it. We can rephrase it. We can ask, what is this teaching me? Because the one thing we cannot do is go back and change the past. But if a message was ringing in my head today from William Shakespeare that nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. What you might think is good or bad may not be. But when we judge our circumstances, when we judge our situations, our choices, our decisions, when we judge our past, and we justify these things, we can often become the victim in our story. But the only thing is that the victim doesn't serve our true purpose. The victim doesn't help us. We must love ourselves. When we place ourselves in the victim role in our story, in our lives, in this movie that we have been cast in, when we place ourselves in that victim role, keeping with that victim mentality, it is disempowering. It is like wanting someone to feel sorry for you. And then you're feeling sorry for yourself. But that need not be, my friend. You don't have to feel shame. Guilt is saying, I did a bad thing. Shame is saying, I am a bad person. Shame. It is so hard to get past being shameful for our actions and decisions in these multiple moments in time. But know that you are not alone, my friend. Know that there are others who feel the same way, even if they do not voice it. There is always a shadow side to the picture. But if you look at some of the greatest paintings, without that shadow side, would they be so beautiful? Everything that has happened up until now has made you who you are and gotten you where you are. The only way for circumstances to change is for us to own everything and say, I don't have to remain there. I can be in the present moment. I can change my future based on what I do now. So it is not merely good or bad, but it is cause and effect. It is choices, actions, and consequences. Learn the lesson, my friend. You do not have to live the lie. You do not have to remain where you were. Become the hero of your story. Don't be the victim. Don't victimize yourself. And don't play the victim role. Empower yourself to know there is goodness in you. We do the best we can with what we have, right where we are. Sometimes that's all we can do. But sometimes, more often than not, it's more than enough. It's a start. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP. That is the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. The Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. My friend, if you feel this way, if you feel that your life has been marred or scarred, my heart goes out to you. Even the ones we think are perfect are imperfect. No one escapes this life scot-free. But it's okay. It's okay to be human. It's okay to have feelings. And it's okay to love yourself. Regardless of what has happened. Regardless of the thoughts and feelings you placed on what has happened. Regardless of who you think you are or who you think you should be, forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It is the only way that we can move forward and become unstuck. Share this message with a like-minded individual who needs to hear it, my friend. And if you did feel a resonance and gain value from this, and you would like to support the podcast, I invite you to do so. Know that I appreciate you, but I ask you, my friend, no matter what, appreciate life, appreciate the lessons, and appreciate yourself. Take care. Have a blessed day or night, wherever you are. Take care.
Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.